This is a Grade 2 Mission 2 overview, exploring length. For Zearn Math, it's a Module 2 overview for Eureka, if you're using Eureka materials. The central focus is measurement with metric units, while practicing some skills carried over from Module 1. The progression starts with using physical units, centimeter cubes, to measure items. Then students create a ruler using centimeter cubes. Once they've done this, I would present them with an actual ruler and have them start practicing with that because the precision will be there. They move towards using non-standard units like paper clips to compare lengths. These are fun activities, but they're not essential. So if you would like to get through something a little quicker, you could actually skip these, although they are fun, enjoyable math activities for kids. Not such a bad thing to give them something enjoyable to do in math on a given day. It moves into solving addition and subtraction word problems, so a little bit of review from Mission 1 or Module 1 and first grade. And then it focuses on the necessity of like units to compare solve problems. Expose kids to that. They don't have to master that yet. That'll be something they continue to work on. The prerequisite skill and fluency practice, again, are really just reminders of things from prior skills, from the foundational skills that kids need to continue to work on. We think that once kids have mastered these, they have them forever. And if they continue to kind of indirectly come into problem solving, that's a good enough review sometimes. But there are certain things that just need a little more review and that I would go ahead and key on. We're talking setting aside 3, 4, 5 minutes a day to work on some fluencies, some foundational skill fluencies. And these are my recommendation of what to work on in those times. Fact fluency, facts to 10. Kids need to be automatic with facts to 10. With some review, they probably will be, some won't, so you want to continue to practice those. And of course, you're approaching automatic retrieval with facts to 20, so you're going to continue to work on actually both of these. Eventually, we'll just call it facts to 20, because it'll all be, the idea will all be automatic repetition or automatic retrieval of facts to 20. You'll work on those all year. And then the core fluency that's still included in this mission, there are some problems related to measurement where they continue to work on addition and subtraction within 100. So there's practice already built in there. The foundational goal is using centimeter cubes and or a ruler to measure with. Kids need to practice it, but they can on a given day, you can just have them measure things with their ruler. There's a lot of ways to practice this. Doesn't have to be fluent yet, but kids probably will master it. And it's also a good practice for the number line eventually. What doesn't go away, we've already talked about it. Facts within 20, continue to work on. And the core skills, the core foundational skills, adding and subtracting within 100, continue to work on. I want to repeat from Mission 1, kids don't have to use the make 10 or take from 10 strategies when they're working on fluency. You could just give them problems and let them use the most accessible strategy, which could be counting on or counting back using a 100s chart. That's perfectly fine. In fact, I recommend that for kids who struggle. I wouldn't continue to try to pound into them to make 10 or take from 10, although those are really good strategies focusing on place value reasoning. They could frustrate kids, and if they can add on and if they can count on and get the answer, count backwards and get the answer, let them continue to work on that just so they're really working with number and finding the answers to problems until you get to a functional algorithm and ultimately the standard algorithm. Special notes are for if you're running low on time or if you need to save a little time. Here's some ideas. If you do decide to do this mission in its entirety, use all fluency time, so all extra practice time to work on the carried over prior skills. They can do the measuring during core time, that's enough exposure. They can do the measuring on Zearn if they want to, that's probably enough exposure. And then you could throw in some measurement activities just during flex times at any time during class to work on those skills. But they don't have to trudge through these lessons and do them multiple times. They can get through them, leaving you some more fluency time to work on the more important foundational skills carried over from prior missions or modules. If time is short, you could really just use centimeter cubes and rulers and have them do measurements, have them do little measurement activities over several days and throughout the course of the entire year.